Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. I'm here to talk about Trump's mugshot and how he was able to manipulate this Fulton County mugshot into his benefit. A lot of people that associate themselves with the left or with Democrats, they thought this was the beginning of the end for Trump. People even had countdowns until the mugshot was released, which I thought was completely absurd. But that's what they were celebrating, the fact that he was really being booked and he's really going to have a mugshot come out. So they were championing Fannie Wills or whatever her name is, or who I forgot her name. But they was championing her for being able to get Trump to come down there and take that mugshot, making sure he take that mugshot or whatever the case may be, right? But here's what Trump did. Trump flipped that mugshot, put it on merchandise, and sold that merchandise, and raised 7.1 mil and counting off of that mugshot, just off the simple fact of putting it on merchandise. That's crazy. That's crazy. You thought the left really thought they had this man backed into a corner, and he turned around and he took possibly the most embarrassing thing that can happen to a person and milked it and monetized it for his campaign. That was genius. And I don't care what nobody say. You say what the hell you want about Trump, okay? I'm not voting for nobody. I don't believe in the system. I'm choosing to look outside of the popular narratives and just really focus on like what's really happening with this so-called country that we live in, or shall I say corporation. But Trump did the most genius thing that you could possibly do, and use that mugshot to raise money for his campaign by selling merchandise of the mugshot. Not only that, from the looks of his black support, it exponentially, sorry about that, jumped from like 8% of 2020 to like 20% right now. And that's not just black males. So it's just like, this was great marketing on his behalf. But what, in my personal opinion, from what I've been seeing and from the few people that I do speak to, what's hindering Trump from really capitalizing off of the left's blunders is the fact that a lot of these right-leaning or conservative or Republican politicians and Republican or conservative influencers don't know how to corral the black vote, don't know how to really speak to that black audience, because they never really had to pander or even just really speak to a black audience to try to convince them to vote for the right. Because again, an over to the window outlook of how black people look at the Republican Party, we tend to look at them as quote unquote racist, you know. So it never really crosses our mind to vote for Republicans. And I'm just speaking in general for the black community. There's black conservatives, but it's a small amount. Black people not historically, but recently has been brainwashed into thinking that we're supposed to vote Democrat. Hence why Joe Biden said what he said. Hence why Chelsea Handler said what she said to 50 Cent at that one time, where she sat there and basically said, you're black, you're supposed to vote for Democrats. You know? So they don't know how to approach this rare situation where black people are really on the fence. They don't want to vote for Joe Biden. They're looking for somebody else to vote, and a lot of black people are talking about sitting out, you know? But the right really don't have that outreach. And they really need to go hire some more bootlickers, some better bootlickers and bed wenches to really corral that black vote for them, so they can actually possibly win the so-called election, you know? But I'm just here to say that Trump is a mastermind at manipulating certain situations for his benefit, and he really did that with this one by raising $7.1 million since his mugshot was released, $4.18 million within 24 hours. That's fucking insane. I'm sorry, that is insane. That's pretty damn good. So if you do believe in the system, if you do choose to vote for whoever you personally feel like. I'm not voting for neither one of them, neither one of them people in the suits. I'm going to choose to sit on my hands on this one again, because if you believe that the system is historically racist towards black people, or systematically racist towards black people, what's the point in participating in a system that oppresses you? And a lot of people sit there and they will say, well, we have representation in office, and we had representation in office before, or we have people in Congress that's representing us, or whatnot. I'm here to tell you, anybody that puts on a suit and calls themselves a politician, regardless if they're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever the case may be, they're part of the cesspool, they're part of the swamp. Don't trust it. Do not fall for the okie doke. Choose to look outside of the popular narrative that the system want to push in front of you, and really use your critical thinking skills. But besides that, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my content. I appreciate everybody that do support and do watch my content and do share my content. Besides that, thank you.